Hi guys, in this video, what we have to do is we have to sort 0, 1, 2. That is an array which is having 0, 1 and 2. These three numbers will be present in that array and we have to sort that array in a single traversal. Okay, because if I am allowing you to take more than one traversal, then you can simply use arrays.sort. Okay, all we have to do is we have to sort now. We have to sort this array. So you can use arrays.sort or another method which will sort this array in 2go. 2go means two traversals. What is that method? That method is firstly traverse this array and count the number of zeros, count the number of ones and count the number of twos. After that, run a loop that number of times, let's say x, so x number of times, and place 0. Understood? After that, let's say y, then run a loop y number of times and place 1. After that, z number of time and place 2. So that will also sort this array, but this will take two number of traversals. First traversal is to determine how many times the 0 is coming, 1 is coming, 2 is coming, and second traversal to place these numbers in a new array. Understood? So two traversals are required, but we will solve this problem using more optimized way. More optimized way, and that is exactly same as we have taken in sort 0, 1. Understood? Previously, we have solved the problem sort 0, 1. This is an extension of that problem. So if you have not watched that video, so I will suggest you to watch that video first. After that, come to the solution video. Okay. So in that problem, we are given an array which is having 0, 1 only. Let's say 1, 0. Okay, this is our array 1, 0, 0. This is our array. This includes only 0, 1. We have to sort this array in a single traversal as said in that video. And we have taken two pointers, low and mover. Okay, you can say any name, mover, which will move throughout the array, which will traverse the array. And low is the you can say dividing point, 0 to low minus 1. This area, indexing, I am talking about indexing. Okay, I am talking about indexing. 0 to low minus 1 index will represent zeros, and low till end will represent ones. Understood? So what low is doing? Low is the dividing point. This is the breaking point of two segments. Understood? Okay. But in this question, this is all about the previous question. But in this question, what we have to do? We have to break this array into three parts. First part will include zeros. Second part will include ones. Third part will include twos. So to divide a line, that let's say you are having this line, to divide this line into three parts. I'm not saying equal parts, I'm saying three parts. How many points you will require? 2 points. Understood? So if you will make a point like this divides the line into two parts. Again, now the line is divided into three parts. So we are required to have three pointers. One pointer which will move throughout the array, and another two pointers which will lie here and lie here. Before that part, zeros. After that and before the next point, let's say this is first, this is second. Okay, so the part before first will be 0 as expected. Part after first and before second will be 1, and part after second will be 2. Okay, so we need three pointers in this question. Okay, so let's solve this question, and I will tell you the problems which we are going to face in this problem. Okay, because we know what we have to do if we encounter with 0 and what we have to do if we encounter with 1. Okay, we have seen in the previous question. In this question, we are having one extra condition. What we have to do if we encounter with 2. This is the only extra condition which we have to focus in this question. What we have to do if we encounter with a 2? Okay, we will see. Okay, now let's say mover is at 0. Okay, low, that not low, not low, mover is at 0. First, this is the first breaking point, this is also at 0. And I will tell you why I am putting this second in the last. Okay. Let me explain why I am putting this second in the last. What I am doing is, I am having this bucket, okay, this bucket, and in between this, the whole array is present. The whole array is present. The whole array. Okay. What I will do, whenever I will get 0, I will increase this part. What I will do, whenever I will get 0, I will increase this part. This part is get increased. Whenever I will get 2, whenever I will get 0, I will increase this part. Whenever I will get 2, I will increase this part. I will increase this part. Okay. And this part will automatically get shortened. Understood? So 0 will be another. Let's say I encountered with 2. Again with 2. So what I will do? I will increase this part. I will increase this part. So this is why I need to put all the 2's at the last. That's why I am putting second in the last. Understood? I have to put all the zeros in the front. That's why I am putting first in the front. Okay. I hope you guys understood this concept. What I will do, whenever I will get 0, I will put this into bucket. This bucket size will automatically get let's say bigger. And whenever I will face 2, I will put this into this bucket. Understood? And between these two buckets, one will be placed. Between these two buckets, one will be automatically placed. And what this line is saying, this line is the indication. This represents first. And this line represents second. Okay. I will explain you again. Firstly, let's solve this question for this array. Okay. Now, we will move this mover. In the whole question, we have to move this mover. Okay. Mover is at 0. We are encountered with 1. We have seen in the previous question, when we are encountering with 1, we have to increase the value of mover simply. So mover will increase, and let me remove this. Okay. So first is at here and mover is here. Okay, no problem. Now mover is representing value 0. Okay, I got 0, so I have to put this 0 in the first bucket. So when I am let's say this is my first bucket, this size is 0. When I will put this 0 in the first bucket, what will happen? Its size will increase. And this line is representing first. So what will happen? The position of first will get increased by 1. Understood now? So what I will do, I will increase the value of first. Mover will automatically get increased. I have to increase the value of mover. What will be our new values? This will become 0. This will become 1. Mover will be here. And first will be here. This will be our new values. How? Let's go back again and see what is happening. Okay. Our mover is here. First is here. We have to simply swap the values of mover and first. So this will become 0. This will become 1. Now just increase the value of first and increase the value of mover. This is the easy case. When we are facing 0, that is array of mover is equals to 0. Okay. If this condition is true, what you have to do? Swap mover and first. After that, just increase the value of both of the variables, mover plus and first plus. Simple. And when we are encountering with 1, so that's the easiest case. Simply we have to increase the value of mover. Okay. Now let's remove this and increase these values. So first will be here and mover will be here. Okay. Now we will see the value of mover is 1. Okay. Well, we are required to do nothing. We will simply increase its value. Mover will be here. Okay. Now we got the point. We are having the value of mover. Array of mover is 2. array of mover is 2. What we have to do? What we have to do, when we are getting 0, we are increasing this bucket size. When we will get 2, we will increase this bucket size. Okay, understood now? We will increase the bucket size, this value, this last one. So what we will do? We will swap these values. We will simply swap these values. This becomes 0, this becomes 2. Swap the two values. And what we have to do? Because when array of mover is getting 0, when array of mover is getting 0, we are swapping and we are increasing both of the values, mover and first. We are increasing both the values. Okay, simple. We are increasing both the values, but in this case, we have to simply decrease the value of second. We have to simply decrease the value of second. You can see this is the bucket. This line is representing second. When when any elements will get added to this bucket will look like this. So the value of second is shifted to the left. So simply we have to shift the value of second to the left. Okay, this is the definite case. We have to shift the value of second to the left. Okay, so let's shift the value to the left. Second will point this. But in this case, we will not increase the value of mover. In this case, we will not increase the value of mover. Let's say if you increase the value of mover, let's say, okay, so mover will get to this. Okay, value mover will be at this position, but you can see the change. 0 is left behind. 0 is left behind. This is the case, na contradiction. You moved in the front direction and you left 0 in an unsuitable place. 0 should not be here. 0 should be here. 0 should not be here. So in this case, when we are encountering with 2, what we have to do? We have to simply decrease the value of second. After swapping, we have to simply decrease the value of second. Okay. Now, we have swapped the values. We have decreased the value of second. No problem. Now the value of mover is 0. Value of mover is 0. What we have to do? Simple. Swap the first and second. First and mover. So this will be 0. This will be 1. And increase both of the values. This will be first. This will be mover. No problem. Again encountered with 0. No problem. Swap the two values. This will be 0. This will be 1. Again increase the pointer's value. So this will be first. And this will be mover. No problem. Now mover is 1. No need to do anything. Okay. So just increase its value. Mover will be here. Again 1. So just increase the value again. Mover will be here. Okay. Now the value is 0. What we have to do? Simple. Swap the values and increase both of the values. Swap. Simply swap. 0, 1 and increase both the values. So what we have to do? First will be here and mover will be here. No problem. Now the value of mover is 1. No need, we don't have to do anything. Just increase its value. Mover will be here. Okay. Now the value of mover is 2. What we have to do? We have to swap the two positions, mover with second, and just decrease the value of second. So just swap the two values. 1 and 2. Swapped and just decrease the value of second. We will not increase the value of mover because there is a contradiction case here. There is a contradiction case. Okay, na? So because we are not knowing na what value is coming from the second place. Okay, let's say mover is here and second is here. Okay, we know that if mover is pointing to, we have to swap these values. But we don't know what is the number present at second. We don't know. Okay, so that's why if this number is 1, then we can increase its value. But this is not the case. there can be 0 also. Second is pointing to 0 also. If this is the case, then we can't increase the value of mover. Understood, no? Okay. Let's get back to the point. And what we are facing, we have swapped the two values, and decrease the value of second. So second will come here. Okay. Now mover and second both pointing to the 1. Okay. Then our you can see our array is sorted. But we have to run this loop one more time. Okay, one more time until second becomes less than, that is, mover. Second becomes less than mover. Understood, no? So again mover is 1. So what you have to do? Increase the value of mover. So mover will point this. Okay, now you can see the whole array is sorted, and this all about this question. Okay, so let's write the code. Simple. Understood, na? There are three cases encountering with 0, encountering with 1, encountering with 2. Okay, so mover equals to 0. Okay, first will be equals to 0, and second is equals to the length of array minus 1. Okay, at the last index. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to run this loop, and we have to check while the value of mover is less than equals to second. Simple case, easy case. Let me remove this. Now until mover is less than equals to second, we have to run this loop, and we are having three conditions. Array of mover can be 1, elif array of mover can be 2, or simply firstly write the condition for 0. After that write the condition for 1. After that it will automatically get 0, not 0, 2. Okay, if it is 0, then simply swap the values and increase both of the values of first and mover. So firstly swap which two values? Mover and first, and increase both the values, mover plus 1 and first plus 1. Simple. If this is 1, then we have to simply increase the value of mover, and if it is 2, else represents that the value which we are encountering is 2. If it is 2, then what we have to do? We have to simply swap mover with second and simply decrease the value of second. Simple. Okay, so let's run this code. This is accepted. Let's submit it, and hence. Okay, so this is all about this question. What we are doing, we are having three regions. And if you can see that the regions are 0 to first. Let's say this is 0. This is indexing 0. So we are having three regions. First and second are dividing those regions. The region before 0 to first is representing 0. First to second representing 1, and the region after second is representing 2. Understood? So these two are the borders. First and second are the borders. Understood? Between these two, 1 is present before first, 0 is present after second, 2 is present. All you have to focus in this problem is why we are not increasing the value of mover when we are swapping the value of 2. Understood, na? Let's say if mover is 2, the value array of mover is 2, then we have to swap this value with second, but we don't have to increase the value of mover. Why? Because if the value which is coming from the second is 0, then we can't increase the value. If it is 1, then we can increase the value of mover. Understood, na? If the value is coming is 1, then we can increase the value of mover. But if it is 0, then we have to swap this value with first. That's why we are not increasing the value of mover while swapping the values of mover and second. Understood? So this is all about this problem. I hope you guys understood. We will meet in the next video. Until then, bye.